these are all root words. Does anybody remember what a root word is? Jaden?
A word that you can add like a suffix.
Okay, so it's just the word by itself. It doesn't have any suffixes or anything on it yet, right? Good. Then we have suffixes. What kind of suffixes do we have there?
Y, I, G.
Are they vowel suffixes or consonant suffixes?
Vowel.
Vowel, good. Remember, a Y, when it's a suffix, is always used as a vowel. Okay? Let's look at what's happening here. We start with the root word ice. Then the plus sign tells us to add vowel Y. Who notices something unusual about that new word? Maya, what do you see?
When you do ice and put the Y on, it cuts off the E.
Good. There's not an E there anymore, right? The final E was dropped before adding the suffix. When you encounter or come across words like this, the E does not have to be a sneaky E. It just has to be silent. Let's look at the other ones. So we've got bake plus ED.
Bake.
We dropped one of the E's, right? Serve plus ING.
Cross out the E. Serving.
Serving. You have to drop the E. Good.
I thought that E was.
Okay. All right, let's look at some other words. You can tell me the root words in this list.
Likeness.
What's the root words, Tate?
Like and safe.
Like and safe. Good. What suffixes do we have here? I need more people participating than just the 3 that have been. Thank you. Mia, what suffixes do we have here?
Ness and Lee. But with this one, I've noticed something. They don't drop the E.
Okay. Why do you think we don't drop the E?
Because it's not like the first one doesn't have a vowel in front of it.
Good. These are consonant suffixes. So we can just put them together exactly like they are.
But why is how is Lee
Consonant suffix?
suffix? Yeah.
It's a consonant suffix because it starts with a consonant. L is a consonant. It's not a vowel. So it has to do with what letter is at the beginning of the suffix. Okay. Today we're going to learn a new spelling rule. It is called the dropping rule. This rule says that a silent E on a root word is dropped before adding a vowel suffix. To use the dropping rule, you can use the same procedure used for the doubling rule. This is the procedure in which you use check marks to help you decide whether or not to drop the final E before adding a suffix. A root word will get a check mark if it ends with a silent E. And a suffix will get a check mark if it is a vowel suffix, starts with a vowel. If we have 2 check marks, it tells us to do something. What do you think having 2 check marks will tell us to do? Tate?
You drop the E.
Good. If we have 2 check marks, we're going to drop the silent E. So let's try that on this one from our first list. Do we have a silent E at the end?
Yes.
Do we have a vowel suffix?
Yes.
So we drop the E, right? Okay. This one, do I have a silent E on the end?
Yes.
Do I have a vowel suffix?
No.
No. So with only 1 check mark, I've got to leave the E there. Okay?
What if it has what if this the suffix is only a check mark and the other one's not?
As long as you only have 1 check mark, then you leave the E there. But if you only have a check mark here and not here, there's not an E anyway, so there's nothing to drop. Okay?
I get it.
All right, cool. So, remember, when you spell a word that has a suffix, use the check mark procedure to help you spell it correctly. We are going to practice spelling some words with this procedure today on both worksheets, actually. We're not going to do any coding today. So, let's get started. I'll see you guys in our groups.